All right, let's talk about something we all agree on, but let's be honest, almost never actually read the OpenAI privacy policy. It's full of legal language, but our goal today is simple. We're going to cut through all that jargon and figure out what really happens to your stuff when you use Chatgpt. So let's get into it. You know that moment, right? You type in a question, maybe something for work, or just a funny idea for a poem. You hit enter, and magic happens. But where does your question actually go? What's the journey it takes behind the scenes? That is exactly what we are going to unpack. Okay, so first stop on this journey is figuring out what OpenAI is even collecting in the first place. The easiest way to think about it, based on their policy, is to imagine two different streams of information flowing from you to them. And check this out. This slide breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got the stuff that you give them. This is the obvious stuff, your name, your email, and of course, all the prompts, images, and files you upload. Then on the other side, you've got what they get. This is the technical stuff that's collected automatically in the background. Understanding this split is key because it separates what you choose to share from what's gathered just by using the service. So let's zoom in a bit on that they get category. It's not as mysterious as it sounds. We're talking about things like your IP address, which gives a hint about your general location, what kind of web browser you're using, and even what kind of device you're on. This is all pretty standard for almost any website or app you use, and it helps them keep things secure and running smoothly. All right, now for the big one. This is the question everybody asks. Are your chats, your random thoughts, your questions, are they actually being used to make the AI smarter? This is probably the most important part of the entire policy. Well, here's the answer, straight from the horse's mouth. The policy says, and I'm quoting here, "We may use content you provide us to train the models that power ChatGPT." So let's be crystal clear. The answer is yes. By default, your conversations can become fuel for the AI. But, and this is a really important but, you have control over this. The policy is very clear that you can opt out. You just have to dive into your account settings, look for a section on data controls, and you'll find a little switch to turn it off. It's your right to do this, so it's definitely worth taking 30 seconds to go check your settings right now. So, we've established that your data can be used for training, but that's not the end of the story. It turns out your data has a few other jobs to do, mostly to make sure the whole service actually works. Let's take a look. This chart gives you a great visual. See that huge slice? That's just running the service. It's the basic stuff needed to give you an answer. But it's also used for research and improvement, for security, to catch bad actors, to make sure they're following the law, and, to send you emails about your account. Okay, this leads to another huge question. Is it just you and OpenAI